Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving in to the Forest of Trading Straw, otherwise known as the Hawkins Forest, with the new double V2 Odin. Now, V2 Odin's actually pretty good. He runs very nicely. Obviously, he's a free spirit leader, which means he has access to stuff like Luffy and Zoro. He also has access to something to like free-to-play Bonnie. You can also bring stuff like the treasure map Markino. All those characters all work like really well for this particular forest. But this particular unit actually does it very nicely. Now, obviously, it's not like the fastest team in the entire world. We do need to stall on the Jack stage. But if you guys have a better team, if you have some other ideas, please let me know in the comment section below. If you are enjoying today's video as well, don't forget to belt the like button for me. If you are new as well or you hadn't done so already, hit that big red subscribe button as well. Because 55% of you guys, talking to you, maybe you, most likely you, 55% of you aren't subscribed. So what are you doing? It's good OPTC content. Most importantly though, enjoy the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. So Forest of Trading Straw, double V2 Odin. This is the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. Alright, so stage 13 is where the forest starts to sort of pick up. Now, obviously the Okiku stage sort of sucks. But you just got to switch your way through with Luffy Sanji, Luffy Zoro. I'm going to do that a lot, and I do apologize for all of you Luffy Zoro lovers out there. You're going to just switch with them, basically get through that stage. And then against Raizo, again, just switch with them to get rid of the special bind. Luffy Zoro and V2 Shirahoshi Mancherry are like the keys to beating this forest. If you have those units, literally just build the team around them, and you will be hunky-dory. Another really good unit for this is actually free-to-play Bonnie. If you guys don't have free-to-play Bonnie, farm her up. That's all I can say. But if you do have Markino, the treasure map rare recruit Markino that came out with like Vivi and Reiju on around that treasure map, she is like god tier for this. Then you can actually replace what's his name? You can replace Dogstorm with like any other character that can give Odin his super class. I just sort of brought Dogstorm because like he's an attack booster. He removes Despair on the final stage as well. But then as I sort of jumped in, I was like, holy crap, he triggers the super class as well. So that works quite nicely. So the Dogstorm free-to-play. Being a free-to-play character too as well. It's really nice. On the Kinemon and Kanjuro stage, this is where the actual Kinemon support on Odin helps a lot. Because you just do 1.5 times extra damage to Kanjuro. It's definitely not essential because we actually popped the Dogstorm special here. But it's kind of nice. Like, get some use out of, like, in this one particular situation. Where we actually just do more damage. Thanks to the Aura Jackson, we can get around 2 turns of paralysis as well. And it all just works out real hunky-dory. You'd have to be careful with the Aura Jackson, though. Because Aura Jackson will make it easy to hit perfects later on, and that can be a bit tricky. But on the Denjiro stage, or the Kyoshiro stage, I should say, he's going to put up defense up and special blindness. Again, switching with Luffy and Zoro is very strong here. And the versatility of my boy Shanks is absolutely god tier for this particular stage. You can just clear it in 1 turn. Thanks to the amount of side characters we have on the team. Tearing our way through this forest now, we're already up to Jack. He gives us 2 turns of Despair, which we can remove 1 turn with the switchability of Luffy and Sanji. Luffy and Zoro, I actually tried then to like not stuff that up, and I actually stuffed it up. Wow, I'm a spoon, you know me. Luffy and Zoro, their switchability can get around the Despair, and then we can pop the Shanks special to actually give us a base stat boost and a orb boost to our slashes, Sai, and in characters, which this whole team actually is, besides Bonnie, which funny enough, like it just works really nicely. You do need to hit some perfects here, so be very careful. Hit some perfects against Jack. Don't worry about like that orb, like the super orb block, like. As long as you don't lose the recovery orbs throughout the run, like, you can hit a couple perfects here and there. Just be mindful of that, though. Like, just be really mindful. On the Law, Zoro, and Sanji stage, they give us blind on our top and bottom right and middle left. Having Luffy and Zoro, look at me go, in the middle right helps out a lot because you can just switch with them, remove the blind, and then pop both the Odin specials here. Popping both Odin specials might sound a little bit weird, but because we get the color affinity buff with one Odin, we then get the attack boost with the other. Plus, we also get the extra 0.25, thanks to that extra additional effect they have. We can then pop the super typing here, so we get an extra 0.2 times damage, or 20% extra damage. Plus, we also get the chain multiplier buff, which means that we just absolutely decimate this stage. We don't even need to hit with Bonnie, and Bonnie's the one that has color affinity. When we move into Jack, he puts up 3 turns of damage reduction and threshold, and gives us 3 turns of attack down, which is very annoying, because we actually have to stall here. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Basically, just use the meat orbs to heal back. He does a whole bunch of stuff, but don't stress. As long as you eat your meat orbs, you will be fine. Once you get your Odins down to like 2 turns of cooldown, ideally, you probably should have popped the... actually, now I'm looking at it, it really doesn't matter. But If you can bring a Limit Break expanded friend Captain Odin, it'll be quicker. But once you get down to 2 turns on like both your Odins, or one like the friend Captain Odin, because they get blown away, you will be good to move on. So I'm gonna fast forward to there, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Whoa, that was so fast! So as you can see, we did get our friend Captain down to 2 turns. That way, when we actually kill Jack, we can get the extra cooldown for the next turn against Kaido. It's very important that we actually get those specials back, because we actually want to pop both of them on this Kaido stage. Funny enough, we're actually popping the Odin special against Kaido. I thought that was actually really quite fitting. But the reason we actually want to pop it on this particular stage is because Odin actually gives us 3 turns of a monstrous attack boost. Like an absolute monstrous attack boost. Plus, because we have both Odin specials, we get the extra like buff. We can then use the super typing, or the super class I should say. And then we can actually finally take down the dragon like what was meant to happen 20 goddamn years ago. But let's just enjoy this special for a second. It is quite beautiful. Poor old Odin. Like, he should have got the job done 20 years ago. We all know it. But unfortunately, look, we wouldn't have Luffy and we wouldn't be where we are today, right? But with the double Odin special, we get that attack boost, as I mentioned. We also get the chain multiplier buff as well. Don't be afraid to hit some perfects here. With Odin giving that 1.5 times HP, you have a monstrous HP buff. And if you did the Jack stage correctly and just kept healing back and healed enough to end to this stage, you will be absolutely fine. On the second turn, Kaido will revive, give us 3 turns of special blind, and this is why we want to switch with our Luffy and Zoro to actually remove 1 turn of that, which is very, very easy to do. And then we can actually just take out the big scaly lizard after that. Don't stress, like if you need to hit a couple perfects, you can. Like I think you can hit something like 4-ish. You can take about 60,000 depending on how much. Like you can actually take 5 depending on how much healing you got from the Jack stage. But look, as you guys saw there, like it works quite nicely. On the final stage against Hawkins, he turns into the opposite colors of your captain, has 2 turns of defense up, and he has Despair. If you have the Sabo support, the new Sabo support that came out for the Kazuna, if you slap that character on Luffy and Zoro, it basically just takes care of this stage for you. You remove the Despair, you remove the defense up, it all works really, really nicely, and then you can literally replace Dogstorm with anything you like, and it all works very, very nice. But if you also have that Treasure Map Markino, she takes care of Despair, and she takes care of the defense up and the threshold as well. It's just a match made in heaven. But as you can see, this team does the trick easy peasy. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to belt the like button for me if you're new to the channel as well. Hit that big red subscribe button. But most importantly, guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.